They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Flores. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds his tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. defense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Grant. Lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the lone running back. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got it in the middle. It's Flores. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game.
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Henderson. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Caught over the middle, it's Clement. And that had all the makings of it. Hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks, it's Bryant. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Flores. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's chat a little big picture on it. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. To throw, it's Grant. Looking left. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shame. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the move, it's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver. So
breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for space. It's Parker. Turning it on. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Got room at the 35. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Absolute shank. Missed it. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll get
third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
On the direct snap, it's Henderson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Henderson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air, it's Grant. Grabbed over the middle, it's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Grant. The short hand, it's Henderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Send the tight end in motion. Leaves him with the running back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Quick completion on the out. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Graham. There he goes. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Complete on the right side. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Grant. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. home field advantage can have, there it is. The offense will walk it back. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's McClure. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a two-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
He's open on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they have to take some chances, and they have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Got his man quickly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. From the gun. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
Looking deep. Snags it down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Scott. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Throws for the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
On the direct snap, it's Scott. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Scott. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.